Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniature. It is time for a new interesting project for myself. Not just a regular project, but a 3-minute project. This is the Fortishield Argent Sword Troop 1/60th scale model from Sheik Mainland. Sheik Mainland, you may remember, did the recent Zarkov or Zyram or something, not Ziram, Ziram's something totally unrelated. Anyway, they've been putting out a few new kits, mostly 1/144th and smaller scale stuff. Obviously, 1/60th scale is going to be a bit different, but one of the neat things about this kit is, as you can see, unlike the Warrior Factory industrial mech guys that we had recently on this channel, you actually do get 3 of these in a box. So I'm cool with that. And as you can see, it is a very... what's the word I'm looking for? Front mission-esque Wanzer style model, and you'll have plenty of gear with it, which honestly makes me start to wonder if it would be compatible with the, what are they called, Bring Arts or Play Arts, whatever Square's model kit subline is that they do, which they did do a couple of, can't think of, front mission game based models. So yeah, you'll notice it does have an opening cockpit, which is kind of interesting. There are riders, or at least kind of service crew members, that Sheik Mainland have been working on, that they have shown off, at least at the time of this video. I haven't received any yet. I know my brother's ordered some too. He might have. It's hard to say. He's ordered a lot of stuff. But it is always kind of interesting to see what kind of fun stuff is coming out of China these days when it comes to original model kits and mecha designs. So, thankfully, happy to see this. 3 separate bags, so you don't have to open all 3 at once. There have been a couple of different kits that Sheik Mainland have been putting out in a similar style to these 3-minute project ones. Just opening it really fast here. The quality of the plastic itself seems fairly durable and nice. Doesn't look like we're going to have the usual undergates that... Oh, no, I take that back. I say that, and then I literally see them right there. That we see on a lot of the Chinese kits. I mean, it's just the 2 sprues. Fairly straightforward looking. You get 3 guys to a box. Decent looking cover art. Breakdown of the coloring. Sadly, all of the instructions are in Chinese. Display stand is interesting. I haven't seen that one yet. 3mm pegs, which makes me wonder then if you could use some of the stuff from, like, doesn't Hexagear have a 3mm peg? Might, if I can remember correctly. I mean, the construction looks really pretty simple and straightforward, so that's a good sign. I'm looking forward to it. Looks like you can mount the various weapons actually on the shoulder, Wanzer style, so you can kind of equip it wherever. Oh, I'm curious. So give me a sec. I'm going to build at least one, if not all of them. It's always nice to have a model for backup later on if you have free time, which even if I don't, I always like to have more models ready to go. But anyways, it's always nice to have, you know, some spare kits handy for one of those rainy day type situations. So give me a sec. I'll put them together. We'll see how it turns out. You guys just sit on tight. So, got 2 of the 3 little kits here put together, and I gotta say, not bad. The level of detail, quite nice. Now, realistically, when you only have the 2 sprues, you know, you're not going to get a whole lot of color combinations, but there is absolutely no reason you couldn't go off and paint these yourself. The whole modular hard points for the various weapons I thought was pretty cool, with those connector plugs and the fact that they fit everywhere on the model, and there are so many connection points. If you have things, I'm pretty sure, and I'm not 100%, but we're going to find out here, that if you have, okay, 30-minute mission kits, for example, they have the same size plugs, and you could absolutely be mixing and matching this stuff together then, which then makes me think, well, it's not the best fit for the weapons. Obviously, the hands are designed differently, but if you wanted to get kind of creative with it, I absolutely guarantee you probably could work something out. And so, I mean, that's just kind of neat. The ball joints for all of the joints, actually, are pretty tight, and hopefully they stay that way. But just the fact that, you know, you're not only getting one in a box, but three, pretty cool. Now, granted, I accidentally snapped off the antenna there on the head, unfortunately, on my second one. But still, 3 to a package really is not a bad deal. Can't complain about that. Honestly, after building them, the first thing that really came to my mind were like Blockies figures. In terms of just the style of building it, putting it together. And I'm all for that. You know me. Things on a sprue. I'm all going to be about that. They are a little bit on the smaller side, obviously, with a 1/144th Gundam there. Doesn't want to stand up because he's been so wobbly, having to be on so many videos at this point. But I'll be honest, my first thought, something like this, and you're getting a bunch to a box. Boom, tabletop gaming, 50mm base, 60mm base. You're good to go. Blue tack them on, glue them on for all I care. But considering so many games out there these days have options for mechs in combat, it's just a fun little kit. They're perfect for just laying around on, you know, both the tabletop and the office desk. If you're one of those types of folks that likes to have lots of little things laying around like that. And I mean, size-wise, if you wanted to have them fighting and messing with blockies type things. I don't know. The Chinese are definitely doing some interesting things when it comes to both original and licensed properties. When it comes to figures for the table. If you want to use them for that, I mean, absolutely, why not, considering they have their own little game thing made up for them. But the fact that this is just one of the kits in the 3-minute mission series, which in and of itself, now that I think about it, probably was a bit too on the nose with the fact that you could be mixing and matching these things with Bandai stuff. But that's a cool thing. As far as I can tell, I mean, it doesn't seem like they're based on any specific models. They're very Wanzer-ish front mission styled mecha. So if that's something that you want, and that's something that you have a need for the table, or just for modeling in general, I think these are going to be fun kits. Plus the fact, like I said, you can mix and match with 30-minute mission stuff. Might make for some very entertaining hybrid kits in the future. So I'm going to go see what I can do with that, and hopefully, I know somewhere I've got a couple of the add-on sets for the 30-minute mission stuff. I'm really kind of curious now what we can get away with in terms of customizing and swapping pieces on. So maybe in the future. I have a couple other Sheik Mainland kits here of their smaller scale stuff like this. So hopefully, as we get to those kits, we'll be able to show you some of the ideas we're coming up with here. So yeah, fun stuff. With that said then, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back soon. Bye-bye.